Hey friends, welcome back to Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard here today as offer sheet week has finally come to an end. Obviously, what we know is the Oilers have not matched Philip Broberg and Dylan Holloway, both becoming members of the St. Louis Blues this morning around 7:30 officially. So that leaves to itself, did the Oilers get targeted by the Blues? Did the Blues go offside with this move? Is there something nefarious from the Blues? Was it a terrible thing to do to the Oilers? What is the case? We don't see the offer sheets all too often in the NHL nowadays. And well, we just saw for two players from the same team, from one team named the St. Louis Blues. Doug Armstrong spoke on that today. He had plenty of good little quips about it, but I want to focus in on a funny little one here that really goes to show that Doug Armstrong was committed to doing this no matter what. If you're new to the channel, though, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And now let's talk about Mr. Doug Armstrong and his lack of chill towards the offer sheet situation here. The St. Louis Blues summing it up. It's not personal, it's business. But what a quote this is. If there's a GM code not to do offer sheets, nobody emailed it to me. Let me tell you, Doug Armstrong's a guy who's been in the game a while. Somebody should have probably emailed it to him if there is such a thing. It was reported I wouldn't have done this to Kenny Holland. That's not the truth. And this is where, zero chill about it. I know I'm playing it up. Realistically, it doesn't matter whatsoever, but who cares? The fact that an NHL GM is quoted as saying this, "I'd do it to my mother if she was managing the Oilers." This guy knew what he wanted. This guy knew what he could get. And this guy got what he wanted in Philip Broberg and Dylan Holloway. The fact that it was no remorse, no matter what, we are going to try and get these guys. From an Oilers perspective, on the Holloway-Broberg side where, you know what, you want to get paid? Good, you got paid, I guess, good for you. From a St. Louis Blues perspective on the other side, where they wanted these guys, were willing to give up the minimum assets they possibly could to get them, but they had to do something that most fan bases consider offside across the NHL in doing an offer sheet is absolutely incredible. And the fact that he could go out there and take the victory lap, could Doug Armstrong, and give off a hilarious quote, like it doesn't matter who was going to be the GM of the Oilers, I'd do it to my mother if she was. Well, that's pretty incredible that this is how we will, for some part, remember this, right? This is Doug Armstrong, no chill, wanted our two guys, Broberg and Holloway. He got him, and he wasn't going to let anything stop him from getting it done. Yes, he gave up a couple extra little assets there, 2028 third-round pick and a player to be signed later by the Oilers, but still, very minimal cost, and he did something that across the NHL has never been done before. No team has ever targeted two players on one team with offer sheets in the same offseason on the same day, let alone. And instead, he goes out there and does it and just really doesn't care. He was going to get her done no matter what, and he did. Friends, it's Dolynny TV. Thanks for being aboard. I thought we could just have a little laugh now that this is all over. Hope you enjoyed. I am up on out of here.